Hi everybody, Devinder here from Midland Property Investments, and welcome to another episode of Property Question Time. And with me, I've got one of our previous guests from an earlier episode. Now, you may know him as someone who became a property millionaire at the age of 21, or you may know him from his charity work he does in England and abroad, or recently you may know him as one of the stars, as one of the
I don't know if I'd call it stars, but
as one of the stars as a recent BBC TV series about landlords and tenants. He's of course Samuel Leeds. So Samuel,
good to be here in my own home.
Yeah, good to see you again in
Yes.
your own home, a different home as last time. So Samuel, I know you like to become stars. So how does it feel to be a star of a TV series?
Oh wow! I don't know if I'd call it a star,
Yeah.
but yeah, I do. I get stopped in the street a lot.
Okay.
These days, and yeah, it's fun. You know,
Okay, yeah.
it's fun. Someone thought I had 3 wives because my wife changes her hair a lot.
Oh, is he okay? Right, right. That's Amanda, yeah.
Amanda, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's good. It's fun. You know what? I love being on camera.
Right.
I do a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
If anyone asks to interview me like this,
Yeah.
I'm always up for it.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not go on BBC One prime time? And yeah, it's fun.
Okay, just for the audience, some people may or may not have seen it. So can you tell us what's the name of the program, and generally in a sentence, what do you think it should have been about?
Okay, so it is called The Week the Landlords Moved In. And what happens is they take successful property investors or landlords and they move them in. You've seen the show, right?
Yes.
You've seen the show.
Yeah. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Yeah.
They move them into one of their own rental houses.
Okay.
Usually the worst.
Yeah.
The one with the most problems.
Right, okay.
And you've got to live there for a week.
Okay.
On a tenant's budget, in the house for a week.
Right.
And they film every second of every day. I'm not kidding. You go to bed.
Right.
And they're filming you.
Oh, I see, okay. You can't say
Serious.
sorry, mate.
No.
Right,
No.
okay. Uh-huh.
You wake up and they're there.
It's a bit like Big Brother.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
So that was very intense. Amanda found it harder than I did.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of like, they say if someone children that like smoking cigarettes and then their dad forces them to have a whole 20 in a row and then
right.
it puts them off it for life.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that. I love being on camera, but it certainly scarred me.
Right.
The intensity of it. So I don't think I'll be jumping up and down to do another show like that anytime soon.
I see, okay. So I watched the program and I know what it's been like a landlord, so I've got my own properties.
Yeah.
And I can imagine that they portrayed. How do you think they portrayed you, first of all? If you were honest now,
that's a really interesting one. I do think that they had their agenda,
of course. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And it's a little bit like gingerbread men. They want you to fit a certain mold. I do think that
You want to be a terrible landlord, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll start by making you look really arrogant and really rich, and peasant tenants. That's what they want you to look like.
Right.
And so I definitely think if you watch the first 5 minutes of the show and that's it.
I think if you watch a trailer.
Yeah, the trailer. Oh man,
that is
the trailer. Yeah, I mean, the trailer makes me look really probably not true to life.
Right. Okay.
I'd like to consider myself a down to earth, humble guy.
But unfortunately, when you go on TV, and I assume there's no editorial control on you from you.
Oh no!
Right.
They film you. I think it's like 300 or 400 hours, and then they condense that into 30 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Or
yeah.
so.
Yeah. So they've got to make it a hit series. They're going to take the more sensationalist part.
Yes.
And right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I watched all of it, and the trailer I would say was probably the worst part. Yeah. And
but the trailer is effectively the first 2 minutes of the show.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it would. I can see why it would hook viewers in to make sure they watch the program and obviously the whole series.
Yes.
And so, but in the end, I think you were true to yourself. So I know you anyway. Yeah. So and I know as a landlord. Especially like landlord yourself who's got so many properties, there's absolutely no chance you know what everything wrong with your properties.
No, you can't.
Yeah, and I think you might touch on it did they choose probably the worst property?
Oh man, yeah, the BBC,
Right.
They ask for a list of your whole portfolio.
Yes.
They interview all your tenants.
Wow. Okay.
They go and I've got a lot of tenants.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They go through all your tenants, all your properties,
Right.
and they obviously pick the most interesting, challenging.
Yeah.
So people can easily assume,
Yeah.
oh, that's just how it is for
Yeah.
you. That's just that. But of course, it's the most challenging. It's
Yeah.
the worst of.
And also, I think the tenants are probably, I would say, the nicest tenants. Maybe you got, because I'm sure you've got some terrible tenants, haven't you yourself?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
so do they choose some quite nice, down to earth tenants as well?
so the landlord story. If you watch every episode, it's like rich, arrogant landlord,
Yeah.
poor tenant.
Yeah.
And that's the premise. So of course they're going to choose the house that fits that the most.
Right. Okay.
So I mean I don't know. I can only go from
Yeah. No, I've got a
speculation.
feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
An expert that's the case.
Yeah.
But I think near the end, you know, obviously you saw the problem and you rectified it. Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also, but they did sort of say that you weren't charging the lady not enough rent because the rent was quite low. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I was charging a good rent.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So if it wasn't on TV, is that how you would have handled it? Would you have handled it differently?
What you mean? If I wasn't on the show, would I have been different?
Yeah.
I would have. The same things would have been done.
Yeah.
So I would have actioned everything the exact same.
Yeah.
I would have personally just been probably less involved myself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have been out at the property, living in it, doing. But yeah, 100. You know what? If there's a problem with your property, as a landlord, you got to fix it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about some of the issues, but I am certainly not the kind of landlord who tries to hold back and be really tight, and I'm not like that.
Yeah, I think people. I mean, I can tell you from my point of view as well. People forget that. I hope you agree as well. That generally landlords tends to stay a long time.
Absolutely, it's a business commercial decision.
Yeah.
If you make your tenant live in a house that's not a good house, it's not fit for living in it, they're going to move out.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to pay a letting agent to get another tenant.
Yeah.
So not only is it a humane, good thing to do, but also commercially it makes sense.
Yeah.
So there was no issues with that.
Yeah.
And on the show, I acted the same as I normally would. I fixed it. I fixed it up. So yeah.
Okay. And you did as well. I think if I remember correctly, unfortunately, she had to move out. But not because of you, because of...
She chose to move out.
You chose to move out.
Yeah, she moved out.
Yeah, because also her benefit stopped as well.
Her benefit stopped. She was 6 months behind in rent.
Yeah.
She was living in a really big house.
Yeah.
And she moved out.
Yeah. So that's it. So I mean, I've seen. So you've seen the reviews as well about the show as well. And you're not
about the show or about me?
Well, I would say obviously what they do is the show is a reason to give the reviews. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously I've seen some of the reviews, which I know it's just people, keyboard warriors and things like that.
Keyboard warriors. Yeah.
But how does that make you feel? When you see the reviews, justified or unjustified?
Yeah, I think I'm quite a thick-skinned guy.
Yeah.
So when people are coming saying stupid stuff, I mean, even our last interview we did.
Yeah.
We had people.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It was. I think people don't realise that you're actually going to read it potentially.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because we give value, like we tell them, what you could do, and your time, my time.
Well, there was people saying just on the last interview, you big chins, this, that, and the other. Yeah, who do you?
Yeah.
You know what? You can't please everybody, and some people will not like you because of the colour of your t-shirt.
Yeah.
So you've got a choice. You can either say, I'm going to try and be liked by everybody,
or be who you are.
And some people won't like you anyway. Or you can say, you know what? I don't give a rip. Get on with your life. Make money. Be successful. Make a difference.
Yeah.
Some will like you. Some won't.
Yeah.
So how does it make me feel? Sometimes it's irritating because I never respond to trolls or haters.
The worst thing you can do is
I always ignore it.
Yeah.
I do see it. People sometimes will send me, some friends or whatever. People will send me, have you seen this? And there'll be a big... A massive thread on me, forums on how I am a terrible landlord, and did you see his property, and going on and on and on.
Yeah.
How does it make me feel? I guess usually I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a shame that they feel the need to say that.
Yeah, because I suppose they probably get, because it was a national TV
Yeah.
program. They've got a bigger stage to say these things. Otherwise, if it's something like on my YouTube channel, then we've got a few
Your
comments.
YouTube channel's massive.
Yeah.
Well, our last video had like 35,000 views within no time.
Yeah, 35,000 views. I mean, I think that's probably due to you, because generally I get about 200 to about 1,200.
No, I think it's all you, my friend.
Thank
I
you
think it's
very
all you. Yeah, but no. So how does it make me feel? I don't really care. I don't usually show Amanda. I usually just
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've had a lot of positive reviews.
Yes.
The BBC had a lot of negative reviews.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I think generally the people who make if somebody has a good thing to say, that less like to say it, yeah. But if you had a negative thing, they would say it to 10 people. Things like that. I think you know about this.
Yeah.
That's business.
I always say, for every one hater, you'll have helped 100.
Yeah, but unfortunately, then not everyone puts their hand up and says thanks, Samuel.
No, well, a lot of people do. I think particularly the show, because of the way the BBC slanted it.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes.
Yeah, of course. I
was the baddie.
Yeah.
Not in the end.
I think in the end, it came out really well as well.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think they kind of did. They portrayed the more truth, but I think the show was. I wouldn't like to say it was a fix.
Yeah.
It was real life.
Right.
It was a reality show.
Yeah.
But it was set up for entertainment purposes. Don't expect to learn a lot about property.
No.
And don't expect to learn a lot about me.
Yeah.
From watching that show.
Do you know? Because it's not quite on BBC iPlayer. It's not on yet. It will be.
I thought it was already on.
No, I know. If you click on the link, the placeholder's there, but it's not available. So we put the link for the placeholder in there for people to see.
Okay.
But also, it's the first series. Apparently, there's other series coming through as well. Yeah,
so it was so popular. They weren't planning on doing more series.
Yeah,
it was so popular they decided to do some more.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was down to me or not.
I think there's quite a few you guys start. So, if someone why did you do it? I mean, why did you do it?
Well, at the end of the show, I guess I did the show for a few reasons. One, I've got the time. I'm financially free.
Okay.
I live in this big, beautiful barn. You like the barn here?
Yeah. Hard to find.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
I live in this big, beautiful barn. I've got lots of time on my hands.
Yeah.
I'm having a baby next month.
Okay.
Which is gonna be great. And
congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm taking a lot of time off now.
Yeah.
So I've got the time to do it, and I just thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
Yeah? I just thought, TV, and seeing what the cameras are like.
Yeah.
I'll probably learn a thing or two about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I am just a do it, go for it person. So when I got the invitation, they approached me. I didn't approach them, they approached me.
Yeah.
I just thought, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And if, in hindsight, if they approach you again, what would your answer be?
Oh, if they asked me again,
No swearing.
I don't think I would do it.
Okay. Right. Okay.
No, I don't think I would.
You got something out of it. What you got value out of it. You learned a little bit about how things work. In the industry, and a bit about yourself maybe as well.
Maybe. Yeah.
And tenants and your tenants. And I think you've already talked off camera about how you improve your systems anyway. Yeah. You do that anyway.
I'm always learning and growing.
Yeah. So, like, I know about what you do about your charity work as well. I mean, obviously they didn't mention that.
Oh no, of course not. It would ruin the plot.
Evil bastard in a popular language. But also, you do a lot of training. But they did touch on it. You do a lot of training about property as well.
No, they didn't. I mean, they showed a tiny clip of me at Training Kings.
Yeah.
But they didn't talk about my property training and how I help hundreds of people become financially free through property. They didn't touch on that at all.
Yeah. Again, about the same. The terrible landlord. Not really good.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah, it didn't fit. No.
They didn't touch on. I don't think they didn't touch on a lot of personal stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a true reflection on my life.
Yeah.
But I think.
But I suppose in the end it was a half-an-hour program, and you shared it with Sharon and Paul as well.
Yes.
Which unfortunately didn't come up too well either.
Well, I don't know them. I've no comment.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But so you got 15 minutes, and it's grabbing headlines. And
I think it was an hour in total, half an hour each.
Oh, okay. It didn't.
It just goes so quick because you enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. I'll put that review comment down. So I'm going to see why they did it for. So okay, now moving on. First of all, I also want to thank you, Samuel, again, because it's the second interview you did, and you've already mentioned it. First interview is by far the most popular one on our channel, so we'll put a link to that as well.
Yeah.
And we'll put a link to maybe some of the charity work you've done as well. And,
sure.
So they can see, the other flip side to Samuel Leeds. So I know. Last time I interviewed you is in Warsaw. Now you moved to Wolverhampton.
A private area of Wolverhampton that no one knows.
Yeah, hard to find in the sat nav. So tell me a little bit about, you've done the TV show. It may or may not have any kind of effect on your property business. We don't know.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? So if you want to tell the audience.
Right now, so I'm doing a lot of training. I'm having 4 months off.
Right, is that
as from next week.
Okay, wow.
Just because me and my wife are having our first daughter, so that's going to be really. Oh man, we are excited. Okay. So we're going to have 4 months off just to enjoy life, spend time with the family, and traveling. We've travelled a lot recently.
Yeah.
Next year.
I know about that. It showed on the TV.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah. Next year we've got some really big property goals as well. So we've got some interesting developments happening. But the training side of things has really blown up. We've got people travelling all over the world. We have people coming from Australia and Dubai, India, Greece to come down to the training programs.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun.
I know that you do different programs. So which program is going to take most of your time, and do you think is going to make most of the impact,
Yeah, so the Property Investors Crash Course,
right?
That's something that I've dedicated the last couple of years to putting it together.
Okay.
We've ran 6 of them this year. Every time we've run them, they've sold out within a week.
Right, okay.
200 people, life-changing. It is physically, emotionally and mentally exhausting for me.
Right, okay.
So I'm weighing up how long to continue doing them for.
So Crash Course, how long did it last for?
2 days.
2 days.
But they're long. Like the first day is 12 hours.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's like Tony Robbins, isn't it?
Intensive. It is.
Right.
It is intensive.
And where are they held?
We hold them all over the country, so we've been running them in
I see.
London, Birmingham. We've got one in Manchester next year.
Right, okay. So what we'll do is, again, if somebody wants to get in touch with you about that course, and I'll put the link in, but cool. Can you give us just what's the website address?
www.property-investors.co.uk.
Okay, right. And if they want to touch you a bit about yourself, Samuel Leeds, I mean, is that there or is that different?
There's not too much about my personal life out there at the moment. I've got people. I've had a lot of people saying to me I should do my own documentary.
Right. Okay.
And show people
what you do.
Yeah, exactly. So
do you think you'll get some abuse about that as well?
Some abuse. You know what? You know what? When you
do if you don't, you do if you don't, you still get abused.
I've got people abusing me for not doing my own real life documentary, but then I do it. I have people abusing me for that.
Of course, yeah.
But you've got to just look at the love, look at the people who you are helping and supporting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, I got to know you better because I used to go to a networking event. It used to be just around the corner from where I used to live in Warsaw, Calderfields.
I used to call you Question Boy.
Yeah. And do you obviously you don't hold it there anymore?
No.
How's the networking? Is that sort of taking a bit of a backseat, or
so some of my team still run it.
Right.
I'm not too involved in it these days.
Okay.
But the Property Investor Circle we call it, and it's still running strong.
Is that in Warsaw, or is that moved? Oh, it's still Warsaw. Okay, right. Okay, I should put by
Holiday Inn Express.
I see. Okay, but it has moved, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's moved, but we're still in Warsaw.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you talked about what you've done. We talked a lot about in the previous interview about what you've been doing with charity work. So where do you see yourself going forward? What's next after you've got a massive thing coming ahead? You got a child coming 4 months off, and then you move to a new house as well, a massive house. New offices as well.
New offices. You just went there by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful country mansion.
Yeah, I thought, wow.
Nice, yeah.
So you are doing well and fantastic. So what's the next step for Samuel?
I think the next step to me is obviously family.
Okay, yeah, very important. Yeah.
I'm going to take a few months out. I guess that's what I'm going to be discovering in the next few months.
Okay.
I'm going to be just planning what's next for me. Am I going to dedicate my life to training people?
Right.
Or am I going to just dedicate my life to just being with the family? Or I love speaking, I love coaching, I love training people, but it's tiring.
Right.
Of course, I'm going to continue building my own property portfolio.
Yeah.
Recycling my cash. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably the only time in my life right now where I've not had a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. Right now, I'm just
being in the moment.
And figure that out. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. And Did you meet, going back to the show, did you meet any of the other landlords, or are you just, they film you,
Yeah.
You don't get to see the show until it's aired?
You don't, yeah.
But do you meet any other landlords?
Nah, you
right.
don't. I mean, I've had a few of the landlords phone me.
Okay, right.
Or get in touch with me just to sort of say, you did great.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I'm actually meeting one of the landlords in a couple of months' time. We're going out for a dinner.
All right.
So there has been some communication, but no, you don't meet them as part of the show.
All right, okay, Samuel, I mean, first of all, thank you for inviting me to your house again. Thank you for letting me interview you again, because obviously it's quite hot right now.
Yeah.
And it's great, I think, just for balance, get, your point of view as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, when you've got the BBC and all these trolls making their comments, and you don't get a chance to say your side of the story. But even though landlords or investors do know that they chose the worst house, and maybe the worst. But thank you very much. And is it anything you want to say to the audience before we close?
No, other than subscribe to Devinder's channel. He's a good guy with lots of amazing people that he interviews.
Yeah.
And I hope to meet you in person one day, whoever's watching this. And if you've enjoyed it, please do leave some love on the comments below.
Right, okay. And so thank you very much. Please comment and share. And if you've got anybody else who you want me to interview, just let me know as well. And with that, thank you, Samuel.
Over and out.
Cheers, thank you.